Okay, listen, everything else. This time, in this cargo pants video, we're going over Druid. My favorite class. My favorite spellcaster class. Um, yeah, today went over like champion cleric. Now we're going over druid, and I'm going to try to go over also like fighter, gunslinger, and maybe inventor, or maybe just like skip gunslinger, inventor, and just go to the monk because it's the classics. But going back to it, druid start with trained in perception, and like just like many spellcasters, they are trained in perception, and also 42 reflex and expert in will. They start trained. They start trained in like nature, one skill determined by their subclass, and top two skills plus their intelligence modifier, just like pretty much any spellcaster. And also like any spellcaster, they have simple weapons, but over here the differences change, and instead of just having the armor defense, you have training in armor up to medium. You know, just like War Priest, but you actually get to use your class features and don't need to sacrifice anything for it. And also we get a druidic language. Just you know, like your own slang or something. And you can shield block as a spellcaster. Oh, just like the War Priest, but you get it actually for free. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention over here that they get a bunch of that they get average HP. Yeah, I forgot to mention HP in the last two. So yeah, sorry for that. You also get empathy for free. You can essentially make requests and impressions or animals, and just like all other spellcasters that I know of, you get alertness. But I think that they got alertness at level 5 rather than level 3. So yeah, you actually get something, and at level 3 you also get expert in fortitude. That's pretty cool. Yeah. You get also reflex saves to expert at level 5. And you get also expert at spell attack rolls at level 7. That's very good. And druid weapon expertise. Yeah, attacks to expert already at level 11. I think that most have just at level 11, but yeah. Then you get resolve. Pretty good thing. Your like saving throws in will increase to master. They don't increase to legendary like other things, but like in other spellcasters, but you know, you actually get some armor and stuff like this. Then, in speaking of armor, you get expert in your armor at level 13. Pretty cool. Now, weapon specialization. Just like martials, you gain extra damage from just weapon attacks. The master spellcaster. That, yeah, just gives you master at spell attack rules and stuff like this. And then, just like all of the other guys, at level 19, you will get both legendary in spell attack rolls, and also you get at the 10th level spell slot. Well, now let's get to the fun part of Druid, aka Druidic orders. That's a very very cool thing. You get animal order that just gives you an animal companion, and you get not only gives you animal companion, but you also get the heal animal for free. Which, for example, just with Ranger, which is my second favorite class, you would need to sacrifice 2 feats for that, and here you just get it for free as your subclass. That's so insanely cool. That just like heal, but it works only on your animal companion. Now Flame Order gives you just fine rank druid feat that just, you know, it's pretty cool, I guess. It's not really all that good. But yeah, you just get your skill. Over here, instead of athletics like with animal, it is acrobatics. And you get, of course, like a free feat. You not only get like the... You not only get a feat, you not only get a skill, but you also get a free feat and also a free spell. Which over here is Wildfire, which just will make enemies take persistent fire damage. Pretty good for area control. Because it is capable of being sustained, so in one place, so yeah, area control is really cool. Over here you actually get Diplomacy and Leshy Familiar, but I don't know how just like talking to plants gave you Diplomacy, but yeah, sure. But talking to animals, where you can like make impressions of animals on animals, gives you athletics instead. Like tree climbing would most likely give you athletics instead, but I'm not going to question it. You get Goodberry, aka a fantastic healing option. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But of course you get your anathemas. Just read them yourselves. Now, you get crafting over here. Steading stone, aka, you know, like, it will be harder to trip you. And you can just crush the ground. That's really cool, actually. Which can just deal damage to your enemies, and if they fail, they are flat-footed. And if they critically fail, they are immobilized under the crushed ground. That's like so cool yet again. Now Storm gives you acrobatics just like fire. Yeah, I see they're running out of ideas. just kidding, I love it still. And now Stormborn, and yeah, it's also because both electricity and fire are plasma. So yeah, you don't take penalties. I mean, Stormborn is like pretty cool, I guess, but Tempest Surge is the real stuff. You know, just boom. Just like kind of a weaker fireball, like a kind of a. I mean that, yeah. Also the clumsiness. So yeah, it's just like lightning bolt. It's just like lightning bolt, but it's like focused on one target. Now, Wave Order gives you medicine training and short step, and gives you Rising Surge. That is like the only feat that I don't really like. So yeah, like all the druids are S tier, but this guy is A tier. Yeah, just over here, Wild is probably the coolest one. It's the Intimidation. Wild Shape Druid Feat. Wild Shape is a feat that you can take only if you have Wild Order, so you get the actual cool spell that you get from it is a free feat. And Wild Morph is a spell that allows you to partially transform into it. So you get actually just 2 domain spells instead of getting a useless buff. That's so cool yet again. Now for your druid fits. Now for druid fits, I actually think that you should take just feats that are related to your order, you know, like the bonus spells from stuff like this, you know? Bonus spells from your orders, and probably also like the focusing spells that I forgot to talk about with champions and clerics. But all of the spells, all of the feats that make you just regain more points from more focus points are really cool. And yeah, if you have Wild Order, then you also should pick all the things that require you to have wild shape and stuff like this, like Thousand Faces. Yeah, it's a pretty good fit, allows you to just pretend to be other race, but I don't really, other ancestry I mean, but I don't really know what kind of thing. Just why would you want to transform into a humanoid, but later, um, but later you will be able to like see a lot of more things, you know, get a lot of more things. I mean, oh yeah, and also all of the like mature and incredible companions. They are also really good. They're also just straight up really good. And the Verdant weapon, maybe like pretty okay. And yeah, just if it prerequisites wild shape or something, and or if it prerequisites something that prerequisites wild shape, then it's probably a good thing. Um, like yeah, for example, form control prerequisite wild shape and perfect form control. It's a really cool thing. And yeah, just remember just to focus. For example, Apex Companion. Apex Companion would be really good. Heart of Kaiju is also really good. True Shapeshifter is okay. But at Verdant Presence I don't know what if it's good or not. Really, I didn't really look too much into it. But you just with Druid you just get so many good feats. And most importantly, Order Explorer. You see, all of these subclasses give you amazing things, you know. Order Explorer allows you to take additional subclasses for Druid. It's so cool. But yeah, okay. Now for Druid spells that I recommend. I recommend that you take Heal, Fireball, and Lightning Bolt. And also some area control spells. I don't really remember how the area control spells are called. But yeah, this is what they're called. But yeah, that take the AOV things. And yeah, that's pretty much what I can recommend to you. But from my recommendation for like Wild Order, even if you get Intimidation, just it's way better to actually for Druid stats. It's the best I think to put 18 in Wisdom, and then 14 in Dex and Strength, and then just leave the other stats be. Like the stats are really cool, you know. Especially like with strength, with strength 14 you can start with a height armor that will essentially just max out your armor, which is really good in my opinion. So yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. I went fast over it and it took me like only 15 minutes or so. But remember, this is just my guide, but my guide technically just says that Druid is the best class, which you can disagree with it, but in my book you would be wrong. But yeah, you're free to play any class you want. I'm not gonna force you to play Druid. I also play my fair share of Cleric and like Summoner, all of this stuff. I played Inventor once, it was pretty cool. Gunslinger and stuff like this. Only classes that I haven't really tried out yet are the two Dark Archive classes. And I think that I haven't tried a Witch yet, so I won't really speak on Witch thus far. But yeah, I'm just some guy on the internet. Just remember, try to find your own path, you freaks of nature.